Hello, Wongs. Thanks for joining again. We will begin shortly after more people join in, okay? Titan Lemon, hello, thanks for joining. We're doing P5 math, okay, today? Wongs, you think they went on holiday? Yes, it's possible. It's holiday season, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Deepavali long weekend. Oh yeah, Monday is a public holiday. Okay, so anyways, I think we can begin. We will not wait for the rest, okay? Oh, Sean, you're ready to study. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start off with MCQs. First question, which of the following is equal to 5 whole to 5th? Okay, so let me know your answers. "30 seconds for this. Answers in the chat. Okay, so seems like most of you have the same answer, option 2, right? Yeah, so let's go through this. 2 over 5 is a mixed number. Okay, so mixed number, but then you see that the options are decimal. So you want to change a mixed number to decimal, you got to make the denominator either 10, 100 or 1000. So for this one, you can actually times 2 to change the denominator into 10. So you'll get 5 whole 4 over 10. And then because 10 has 1 0, so you will end up with 1 decimal place. So that will be 5.4. So this is the same as option 2. Yeah, which everybody got correct. Yeah, that's great. And then we can move on. Question 2. Let me know your answers in question 2. Okay, for question 2. What does the digit 6 in 4.567 stand for? It should be quite fast because you don't need to calculate anything for this, right? Okay, so send in your answers, but fan, you don't need to send in your answer too many times. If not, TikTok might think you're trying to spam. Yeah? Wongs, that's the warm-up question. Yes. Yeah, it's the simpler questions. Okay, so last 10 seconds to send in your answers. Hengadi can show question 3. But we still at question 2. Yeah, so later I will scroll to question 3. Dennis is a 4.567. Yeah, the number. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let me zoom in a bit, right? So they're asking you for digit 6 over here. 6 will be in the hundreds place. So this is with a TH, okay? It refers to the decimal place, the second decimal place. So this one will just be 600ths, which is option 3. Yeah, so I think all of you are correct. 3. Fairly simple. And then we can look at question 3. You can try this. Let me know your answer. Question 3, it says that the figure shows a right angle triangle. Find the area of this triangle. B, I think you need to try again for this question. Oh, Fan, you're not too sure of your answer, is it? You put a question mark. Okay, so Hanger D, you want to send your working? Okay, sure. Let me take a look. I think you meant to type 0.5, right? Okay, yeah. Cat's eye for life, you're P4. Then I think the questions will be too difficult for you. Because this topic, area of triangle is only taught in P5. Okay, so cat's eye for life, if you're P4, this might not be suitable for you. Yeah. Jovina, where's teacher Jody? Teacher Jody will do the life for science, but now it's math. Teacher Jody will have life on another day. Yeah. Spider Sammy, no, I don't teach English. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like most of you are done. King Boo, you say half base times height. Oh, okay, yeah. That's the formula, right? Yeah, okay, great. That's correct. So for area of a triangle, yes, the formula is half times base times height. And between the base and the height, there must be a right angle. So in this diagram, you do see the right angle. That means that you are supposed to use 8 and 15 as the base and the height. So this one I will use half times 8 times 15. And I will show you how to do the calculation. So the half and the 8, okay, you can cross cancel. So these two numbers you divide by 2, you will get 1 and 4 after you cross cancel. So then you just need to use 4 times 15 to get the answer. That will be 60. Yeah, so this is number 4. Yes, B, you forgot the times half, right? So just now you got option 2 as your answer. Yeah, so please remember the formula for area of a triangle. You need the half. Okay, everybody alright with the first 3 questions? Fairly simple. Okay, let me see. There's a question, is it? SY loves Jollibee. Average is not in P5. Yes, you're right. For P5 this year, average is removed. Okay, so it might be taught in P6. We'll see once the new textbook is out. Okay, so next year it will be P6 having a change of syllabus. So for now, we are not 100% sure yet. Ratio, yes, yeah, likely ratio also moved to P6. Okay, so let's look at question 4. In the square grid, which of the following lines when drawn is parallel to line AB? Okay, line AB is this one. Let me know your answers. Okay, for this question, I think you guys need to take a very close look because it's quite tricky. So if you look at the chat, a lot of you are sending in different answers already, right? So, gotta check your work. This question don't need to calculate, but it's tricky. King Boo use ruler can or not? Of course, yeah. If you have a ruler, you can use that. Oh, you don't. Yeah, of course, you don't have ruler in the phone. But I know some of you printed out the worksheet, right? So, of course, you can use your ruler on the actual worksheet. Yeah. A lot of you are saying 4 for the answer. Okay, so if this was an exam question, then unfortunately a lot of you will get this wrong, you know. Okay, those of you who said 4, it's not 4, right? Let's take a look. Why is it not 4? Okay, so I'll start with option 4. A lot of you say that FH is the answer. Okay, let's check FH first. So for FH, right, you need to go 3 steps to the right. Okay, then you go 2 steps downwards. Okay, so it's 3 steps, 2 steps. So you can check for AB, does this apply? So if you go 3 steps, you go 2 steps, okay, you can see that it does not intersect at the correct place. Okay, so therefore FH is not the answer. Yeah, so FH is not correct. So then, yeah, the rest of you said CD, right? Yeah, let's check for CD. Okay, so I'm going to draw the line for CD first. CD is here. So using the same method, if you go 2 steps to the right, then you go 1 step downwards. Let's check whether this applies for the line AB. So go 2 steps, then you go 1 step. You can see that, yes, okay, so it intersects at the correct point. So therefore, CD is the answer. This should be option 1, okay, option 1. Some of you choose 2, some of you choose 3 also, but no, it's not correct. Okay, so some of you use ruler. Yes. If you printed out the worksheet, then you can use ruler. Yeah, that should be quite helpful. Okay, so this is 1 as the answer. Those of you who don't have the worksheet, if you're just looking at the screen, it can be quite difficult to see the correct answer. So it's okay. Alright, let's move on. Next one is a volume question. Okay, so the solid figure below is made up of 14 identical 1 cm cubes glued together. What is the least number of 1 cm cubes required to be added to the figure to form a bigger cube? Let me know your answers. Okay, king boo and rice, you guys have the same answer. Banana also, okay. I'll give another 30 seconds for this, okay? King boo, you're sec 4. Okay, then you should be getting every question correct. Rice, you're sec 2, you should also be getting every question correct. Okay, banana, you sent the working, is it? Let me take a look. Okay. Anyone else want to send in your answer? Last 10 seconds. Okay, let's go through this. I think most of you are done. Alright, so if you want to form a bigger cube, let's take a look at the current length, breadth, and height first. Right, so let's say this is the length. Okay, so the length over here is 3. Okay, you find the breadth also. The breadth is also 3. And then for the height, also 3. Yeah, so that means that you're going to form a bigger cube that is a 3 by 3 by 3 cube. Okay, so this bigger cube is 3 by 3 by 3, which means 3 times 3 times 3. This will be 27. Okay, but however, right now you already have 14, right? So how many more do you need to add on? You just need to minus 27 minus 14. That means you only need to add on 13, right? So this will be option 1 as your answer. Banana, yeah, we are currently doing P5. P5 math. So that's our last MCQ. Then we can move on to section B. I think today's question don't look that difficult. Yeah, okay, let's move on. Once you just counted each cube. But you don't need to count each cube, right? The question already says there's 14. So yeah, you didn't need to count each cube. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Question 6. Find the value of 2/5 times 3/4. You can do this in one step. So what would the answer be? King Boo, we're not gonna do vectors, okay? Maybe in the secondary math life, yeah, but not for primary math. Okay, so some of you who are sending in the answers, you do need to simplify your answer. Josephine, for this, we won't find the lowest common denominator. We only find the lowest common denominator if this is an addition or subtraction question for fractions. But this is a multiplication question. So you don't need to find LCM, okay? Wong's, I don't think 8/15 is the answer, eh? This is a multiplication. Is it too small for you? Maybe it's too small, you cannot see, is it? Oh, rice, they never specify, so I can don't simplify. Okay, well, most of the time they won't specify, but you know, it's an unstated rule that you need to simplify. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through this. I'm going to cross cancel first. So you can cross cancel the 2 and 4. Both of these numbers divide by 2, so I will get 1 and 2. And then after that, you just need to multiply the numerator, which is 1 times 3, that gives you 3. And then denominator is 5 times 2, which is 10. So that will be the answer, 3/10. It is already in the simplest form. So if you didn't cross multiply, then you will end up with 6/20. But you can simplify after that, also can. So I will recommend cross cancelling so that you don't have to simplify later on. Okay. So next question is similar. It's also another multiplication of fractions question. This one is 9/8 times 32. So yeah, let me know your answer. Josephine asks, in real life scenario, how will you apply this multiplication of fractions question? Okay. Let me think. Okay, possibly when you are, I don't know, maybe you're baking something and then you need to bake just maybe 3/4 of a portion. Okay, then you need to do some calculations. Oh, Kara, you finished PSLE. So why are you here? You finished PSLE, you should be enjoying, you know, your break, not watching more math live. Notification if math and English D7 can qualify for ITE or need retain. I am not sure. That one I think you need to check with your school teacher. Yeah? Wongsa, if you're working, then I don't know why you're watching this live. Okay, anyways, I mean, of course, you are free to watch. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like most of you said 36 as the answer. Let's check whether that's correct. So when you multiply 32, you can write 32 as 32 over 1. And then you multiply. So same thing, I'm going to cross cancel first. 8 and 32 can cross cancel. So both these numbers divide by 8. So you should get 1 and 4. And then you multiply the numerators, you get 36. Denominator, you'll get 1. So 36 over 1, just write it as 36. So yeah, okay, you guys are correct. 36 is the final answer. Those of you who finished PSLE, you're very hardworking, you're still watching this live. If I were you, I would be, I don't know, doing other things. Okay, so I'm going to shift down to the next question. Okay, so the next one is 16 divided by 64. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Let me know the answer. Notification? Yeah, that's a secret. I'm not going to say. Okay, another maybe 15 more seconds for this. It's fairly easy. Fan 14 cannot be the answer because they already say the final answer is a fraction, right? So it can't be 14, which is a whole number. Rice? Oh, yesterday English had Kahoot. This one have or not? No. Yeah, so we have Kahoot for different subjects. Okay, so we will spread out the Kahoot. So that means that if English had Kahoot this week, math is not going to have Kahoot this week. CQB, this is P5 math. Yeah. Oh, fan, there's a typo, is it? Okay, sure. Alright, so let's go through this. I think most of you are done. Now, 16 divided by 64 is actually 16 over 64. Yeah, so then you just need to simplify. So you can divide by 8 first. You get 2 over 8. But this is not the simplest form yet, so you need to divide one more time. Okay, so this time you can divide by 2, and then you should get the final answer 1/4. Yeah. Okay, so I think most of you are correct. 1/4 is the answer. Jean, yeah, you missed out on question 1 to 6. So Jean, try to be on time because we started at 7 just now. So Jean, if you need those questions during the break later, I can show you the answers. Yeah. Alright, so I think we can do one more question, then we can have our break as usual. Okay, next question is on time. Rice, again, that's a secret. Okay, let's look at question 9. Gabriel drove from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. He left Singapore at 8:10 and he thought that he would take 5 hours 15 minutes to reach Kuala Lumpur, but he arrived 35 minutes earlier in the end. So what time did he reach Kuala Lumpur? Yeah, so this type of question is especially relevant to real life, right? Because every day we are traveling, and then you kind of want to estimate what time you're going to reach a certain place or what time you should leave your house. Yeah, so time is one of the most applicable questions to real life. Ah, yes, Josephine. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I just said. Okay, so let me know your answers. Oh, Wong's okay. That might be possible in real life if he was speeding. Yeah, but I mean we're just answering based on the question. Okay. Leah, how would we know if your teaching is correct? I don't know. Up to you whether you wanna trust or not. Ray En, okay, thanks for the compliment. I shall take that as a compliment. Okay, so shall we draw a timeline for this? So he left Singapore at 8:10 a.m. So that is the starting time. And 5 hour 15 minutes. Okay, so let me go 5 hours first. So starting from 8 o'clock, if you go 5 hours, you can count. There will be 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, right? Okay, so this is going to be 1:10 p.m. Okay, then after that you can go another 15 minutes. So this is going to be 1:25 p.m. So this was the time that he was supposed to reach KL, okay, but this is not the actual timing that he reached KL because he arrived 35 minutes earlier. Okay, so I'm going to draw a second timeline to see what is the exact timing. So the keyword earlier means that you can go backwards. So let's go backwards by 35 minutes. I'm going to go backwards by 25 minutes first so that I can reach a nice number 1 p.m. And then there's still 10 more minutes, right? So we're going to work backwards another 10 minutes. So that should be 12:50 p.m. Yeah, so that's the final answer, 12:50 p.m. I think, yeah, a lot of you got this correct. That's great. Okay, let me take a look at the comments. Ari, tomorrow, are we going to have live? No. Yeah. I think usually we don't have live on Saturdays. Josephine, if there's GPS, this question may be redundant. Yes, possible. Yeah. I mean, if you're driving, taking public transport. Yeah, you're right. Titan Lemon, thanks for the compliment. Okay, Ari, when is the next time we're gonna have live, is it? Okay, so if you're referring to primary math, then it will be 2 weeks later. Yeah. Yeah, so every 2 weeks on a Friday. Rice, you wanna know when is secondary math, is it? Okay, so secondary math will be taught by teacher Angeline. I think it's on Thursday. Yeah, so you can check our website for the schedule. Okay, so I think this is a good time to have our usual break. So those of you who join us often, you know that we'll always have a 5 minutes break. Yeah? Yeah, break time. Okay, so let's have a 5 minutes break, then we'll continue with the questions. Josephine, bye. Thanks for joining us just for a short while. Okay, PSLE math tuition. PSLE math tuition, how come you're asking me a question? So funny. Okay, so anyways, the question is, do you use dot or do you use dot dot to represent time? Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. So last time, right? Last time you would write it as 12.50. Okay, then you'll write it as P dot M dot. So this was the old syllabus. But then after MOE changed the textbook to the new syllabus, then you realize that it is slightly different. So the new one is not dot. The new one is dot dot. And then the P dot M dot, they remove the dot. So now it's just PM. Yeah, so it's just a, a minor thing, okay? But you can take note, new versus old syllabus. Yeah. Rayen, every Friday is different teacher. Well, Rayen, that depends on the subject. Because sometimes, for example, next Friday is another subject, is English, then of course it'll be a different teacher. Rice, where's the website? You can look at our link in our profile, in AGrader's profile. It links to our website. Kahoot. Okay, SK, no, there is no Kahoot today. Oh, okay, PSLE math tuition course you want to teach your students. Sure. Yeah. Wongs, can you use 1300? That means a 24-hour format, is it? I think it depends on the question. So, for example, in this question, they give you 8:10 a.m. That means that they want you to use the 12-hour clock format. So, your answer should also follow the 12-hour clock format. But sometimes the question will use 24-hour clock format. Then in that case, your answer should also follow the 24-hour clock format. So it depends on the question. Arlis, when is the next P5 live? It's 2 weeks later on a Friday at the same timing. Yeah, okay? Right, so for November and December, our TikTok schedule will change. It will become once a month. Yeah, so next time, I will only see you once a month. Yeah. Wongs? I never go holiday. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Oh, Arlis, the next live is on the day of your math EOY. Oh no, okay. So you would have finished your math EOY in school already, right? By the time you watch the live. Roblox. Roblox, boy, is this P3 or P5? This is P5. Okay, Wongs, it's not because of that reason. Yeah. Every subject is gonna change to once a month. Hello Nakamoto. Yes, I remember you. Rice. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Ari, your math EOY is on 28 October. Okay. Oh, right, Jean, you're still here, right? Jean, you need question 1 to 6, is it? Let me show you now. Yeah. Okay, so Jean, let me show you question 1 to 3 first. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. Yeah, Jean, you can let me know when you're done with question 1 to 3. And then I will show you. Oh, okay, you're done already. Okay, so then next page is question 4 and 5. Again, you let me know when you're done. Okay, so Jean, you just need question 6, is it? This is question 6. Ilan, you need question 7 also, but oh yeah, question 7 is here already. Oh, okay, bye Wongs. Enjoy your holiday. All right. Oh, Rebecca, hello, thanks for joining. Okay, shall we continue? I think we have, let me see, just one more section B question, then we will go to problem sums, okay? So this is a geometry question. It says that ABCD is a rectangle, AEFG is a square, and angle, let me see, DGAB. Oh, okay, guys, there is a, I think today's worksheet, the formatting is a little bit off. Yeah, so it's not supposed to be D, it's supposed to be an angle sign. Yeah, so it's an angle GAB. Yeah. It's a formatting error. Yeah. GAB. Yeah, okay, so GAB is 125 degrees. Okay, so another formatting error, you're supposed to find angle Y. Angle Y is over here. Let me highlight for you in yellow. Yeah, so this one is angle Y. Okay, so you guys can attempt the question. I think I accidentally download the Word doc instead of PDF, so that's why the formatting is a bit off. Oops. Okay, so maybe 30 seconds for you guys to try the question. Let me know the answer. Okay, Edith, that was fast. Titan Lemon, I think maybe you have a careless mistake, calculation error. You can try again. Rebecca, you're asking what is the level, is it? Not liver. I think you're asking for the level. Rebecca, if you're asking for the level, this is P5. Ah, yes, level is P5. Let me see. Lino, I don't think 35 is the answer. But Lino, I think you might have gotten one of the steps correct if you got 35. Arlis, you're not sure what the answer is it? That's okay, you can wait for me to go through. Okay, last 10 seconds to send in the answer. Fan 60 is not the answer. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Fan, you're Tristan. Okay, so Fan is probably your parents' account, is it? Ah, okay. Tristan. Gina, I don't think 25 is the answer. Half-Blood Prince, 125, I don't think that's the answer. Okay, let's go through this. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see. Right, so 125 is actually this angle over here. And for rectangles and squares, you know that the corner of a rectangle and the corner of a square has to be a right angle, which is 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to mark out the 90 degrees. Over here, this is a right angle, 90 degrees. So if you use 125 minus 90 degrees, you can get this purple color angle over here beside it. So that will be my first step. 125 minus 90, you get 35. Okay, so some of you managed to get this step, 35 degrees, but it's not the final answer. They're asking you to find y, right? So actually you can look at this triangle that I highlight in blue. So in P5, you know that angles within a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So at point G, this is a right angle, 90 degrees. To find angle Y, you just need to use 180 minus 90 minus 35. Okay, so we're going to calculate that. And then that's how you get 55 degrees as the answer. Yeah, so those of you who got 55 is correct. Ari, what time do we end the live? Is it at Around 8 o'clock, yeah, depending on how long we take to finish the rest of the questions. But usually we will end on time. Yes, Rice, you got it correct. Okay, shall we move on to section C? So you can use calculator for the next question onwards. Okay, the formatting is very off today, so sorry about that. Okay, shall we look at question 11? Bye, Rebecca. Join us next time. Okay, question 11 says that when a number is divided by 9, it gives a quotient of 286 and a remainder that is a one-digit odd number. If 4 is added to this number, there will not be any remainder. So what is this number? This one is a bit tricky. So I'll give you a little bit more time to try this. It's not as straightforward. Rice, is it guess and check? No, it's not. There is a method to solve it. That is not guess and check. Oh, Arliss can zoom out or not? Sure. Like that? Okay, so let's see if anybody can get the correct answer. Okay, so take it as a challenge. Let's see. Tristan, I think you can try again. Rice, you want to use guess and check? Can also. And yes, you guys can use calculator for this question. IDK2 edits. I think you can try again for this question. Edith, you're not very sure, is it? Okay. Titan Lemon. Try again. B, also try again. So far nobody has gotten this correct yet. Exclamation mark. Try again. Okay, I will go through this question once somebody gets it correct. Okay, let's see who's the first one to get it correct. Titan Lemon, try again. Exclamation mark and Shin, also try again. Actually, some of you are quite close. Some of you are very close. But it's just not the correct answer yet. Oh, Tristan, who is very close? Quite a few of you are very close. Edith, what if nobody get correct? Oh, okay, then I will just go through. Yeah. I think just now quite a few of you got 2580. Right? That is close. B and exclamation mark, no, that's not the answer. C, that is not the answer also. Arliss, no, not quite. Okay, I see the correct answer. I'm going to go through now. Let's look at this. One person got it correct so far. Okay, so you can imagine, you don't know what this number is, right? You can put a question mark. But when this number divided by 9, the quotient on top is 286. There is a remainder, which is a one-digit odd number. So a one-digit odd number could possibly be 1, 3, 5, or 7. Okay, so you do not need to consider 9 because if the remainder is 9, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you can omit 9. You just consider 1, 3, 5, and 7. So the question says that if you add 4 to the number, there will not be a remainder. So you can try adding 4 to each of this number. And then you will get 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay, so the only correct option is 9. If you have 9, then there won't be a remainder because you are trying to divide by 9. Okay, so this means that the correct one-digit odd number is actually 5. Yeah, okay. So now that you know the one-digit odd number is 5, then it's quite easy already, right? You just need to calculate this. Okay, so let's translate this into workings. You're just going to use 286 times 9 first to get 2574. Adrian, yes, you're correct. Okay, so once you get 2574, then you add the remainder, which is 5. So then you're going to get 2579 as the answer. Okay, so I never keep track who got 2579 but just now somebody got this answer. Yeah. Okay, so that's the answer. I think maybe 2 or 3 of you got it correct. Yeah, and some of you were very close. So some of you said 2580, so that was very close. Okay, so I guess this question is quite fun. It's a little bit more challenging. Alright, so next one. Question 12. Question 12 I think is not as tricky. Yeah. So a packet of 4 pens was sold at $7.95. A stationery shop was having a promotion. So for every 2 packets of pens bought, Simon will receive a discount of $1.50. He bought 28 pens in total. How much did he spend? Alright, so you guys can try this. So again, this question I would think is very applicable to real life, okay? Because in real life, you could be at the stationery shop buying packets of pens at this type of pricing, yeah? Can move up a bit, move up a bit meaning like that? Move up or move down? Oh, like that, okay, can. Arlisa, I think you gotta try again. Epic Gamer also got to try again. Okay, so again, let's see who gets the correct answer first. Titan Lemon, try again. B, try again. Okay, I'm gonna give you all 30 seconds, okay? Last 30 seconds to attempt this question before we go through. Okay, I do see some correct answers. Yeah, some of you are correct. Okay, so when I go through, then you will find out whether your answer is correct or not. Oh, Wongs, you're still here? I thought you went on a holiday. Okay. Wongs, you say the stationery is expensive, really? But there's 4 pens 4 pens for $7.95. I thought it's still okay. It's not too bad, right? Not too expensive. Okay, so let's go through this. So this is 1 packet. I'm going to label it first, 1 packet. One packet has 4 pence, right? So if he bought 28 pence, then you can find out how many packets he bought. So I'm going to use 28 pence to divide by 4 pence per packet. So this means that he actually bought 7 packets. Okay, so we can find the cost of 7 packets first. That will be 7 times 7.95. So you can use calculator for this. You should have gotten $55.65. Yeah, Titan Lemon, you didn't see the discount part. Yeah, there's a discount, right? For every 2 packets, you will get a discount of $1.50. So I'm going to use 7 packets, divide by 2 packets. This gives me 3 remainder 1. Okay, so the 3 means you know how many times he can get the discount. So if he got the discount 3 times, that is gonna be 3 times 150, which is 450. So 450 is the discount that he got. Yeah, so then after that, the last step is you can just minus, right? We will just use 55.65 minus the discount, because the discount makes things cheaper. So then you're gonna get $51.15 as the final answer. Yeah, I think quite a few of you got this. 51.15. Yeah. This is not O levels, GFH. This is primary 5. This is not O levels. Oh, okay, Wong, Jet2 holiday. Okay. IDK2 edits. This is actually live sense. What do you mean by live sense? Oh, I think you mean this is applicable to real life, is it? Okay, yeah. Oh, Aiden, you got it right. Okay, that's great. GFH, you see this type of question in paper 1 math of O levels. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's possible. Paper 1 is supposed to be easier, right? Okay, this is our last question on percentage. So this sofa cost $1,850. Bala bought the sofa during a sale and a discount of 25% was given. So what was the discounted price? That's for part A. Oh, okay, Arlis, you need question 12, is it? Sure, let me just show you very quickly. Question 12. So Arlis, let me know when you're done with question 12. Is it alright? Oh, you need the question, I see. Yeah, sure, I'm showing you the sentence. Yes, Arlis, is it okay? Yeah, so let's go back to this question. I think most of you are done. Okay. Yeah, let's see. So discounted price means the price after the discount. The original price, you're gonna let it be 100%. Then you minus the discount. So you minus 25%, you get 75%. So the discounted price is gonna be 75% of the original. 75%, you can write it as a fraction, then you times the original price. Anyway, you can use calculator for this. So you should have gotten 1387.50. Okay, so I see some of you, the answer that you sent me is 1387.5. Do take note that for money, you need to have 2 decimal place. Okay, because it's supposed to be 50 cents, so you need to add the 0 at the back. You might get penalized in an exam if you don't put the 2 decimal place. Yeah, so just take note of that, okay, if you're a primary school student. 2 decimal places for money. Okay, and then we're gonna finish up the last one. Bala was charged 8% GST on the discounted price. How much did he pay for the sofa, including GST? So again, this is very applicable to real life. Just that now GST is 9%, not 8%. Yeah, correct. So this question was from last year, so that's why this was 8%. But this year is 9%. Rice, you get confused for this. Is the GST on the original price, then discount, or the discounted price, then GST? Okay, so GST is always on the discounted price, not the original price. Okay, yeah, so let's calculate this. So while a discount makes things cheaper, a GST makes things more expensive. So you can just use 108%. Okay, so 108% means you include the GST, and then you can times the discounted price. So take note, you are supposed to multiply the discounted price, not the original price. So you can put this in the calculator, and then 1498.50 is the answer. Yeah, which I think a lot of you got correct. That's great. Okay. So again, remember 2 decimal place. Wong's, what about delivery fee? I don't know, maybe there's free delivery for this? Yeah. Okay, why is it 108%, is it? Okay, because you take it as 100%, then you plus the 8% GST, so that's how you get 108%. Okay, so that's all the questions we have for this week. Rice, tomorrow no live. Yeah, don't have. There's no live tomorrow. So the next time I'll see y'all will be 2 weeks from now, okay? Friday. Same timing. Rice, Monday got what live? Monday don't have. No live. User 455 can see the whole question or not? I would love to show you the whole question, but my iPad is lagging, so I can't scroll. Okay, user 455. Sorry about that. The entire thing is lagging. Okay, so it's telling me I need to end the live already. Okay, so that's all. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the long weekend, and happy Deepavali to everybody, okay, or anybody who celebrates it. Okay, bye. See you next time. 2 weeks from now. Bye. Have a good weekend, everybody.